Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to report the latest news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. So, this criminal organization have been busted. Huh. They have been busted because now the feds, because this is a federal investigation, and all of these people are about to do Fed time. See, they think that they're going to get away with what they have done in court, in secrecy, working together with organized crime, targeting individuals in their trap so that they can enrich their filthy hands with fraud money and the people who they work with together to commit fraud. See, this criminal organization who has been committing crimes against the American population, millions of people, because this wasn't only done to me and my family, this was done to millions of family. So now that the feds are breathing down on their necks and seeing everything, all the corruption, all of the illegal court proceedings, and all of the partnerships that they work with together, the justice system, the lawyers, the district attorneys, the corrupt cops, and home health agencies, everything is being exposed exactly how they have created this child trafficking, sex trafficking, fraud in court with inheritance. See, right now, right now, the feds have been able to make a connection with these individuals with a partner. So, this is what this group had did to me. They all, and mind you, all of this was done behind my back in order to steal an inheritance. This is how they do it. A healthcare aid agency, a business. The woman who owns this business has a felony. She's been to prison. So this woman is a master at altering documents, paperwork. She paints a false narrative of the people who she does this behind their back in order to paint a fraudulent picture of a person in court. But all of this, like I said, all of this was done behind my back because these were illegal court proceedings that was done in court without my knowledge. I was not there. I was not present. And a lawyer misrepresenting me, working and helping other individuals to steal from me. So this corrupt lawyer is going to be disbarred and arrested, along with the healthcare aid business, the owner who is in charge with committing fraud in court through altering documents so that they can stage false claims against individuals behind their back so that they could steal. So this woman and this woman who has this healthcare agency business, the feds found out that this woman who had been previously incarcerated, she's been to prison, she has a felony, has been altering documents, and the way she was able to have her business was because she inherited money from an inheritance, of course, because they're all in it together to steal. She inherit her business with fraud money through an inheritance. So now this woman had partnered up with a man, an older man, who has uh who has a traveling business with trucks. This man and this woman had invested in this criminal organization because this man, working with this home health aid business with this corrupt woman, this man has real estate properties. And the real estate properties, all of the homes are fixed with surveillance cameras and hidden audio. So the individuals who enter the home, because it's a prison, it's an entrapment, because they have targeted individuals to be utilized for fraud in court. But all of it is done in court behind the person's back. So this criminal group, this home health aid business, this woman went into court along with a group of other women, lied under oath, and signed and gave their initials to documents pertaining to me. This was all done behind my back. They signed their initials and they lied. The feds found out that this group lied and said that I had attempted multiple times to commit suicide. This is not true because I would never in a million years red rum myself. I am not sick, depressed, or suicidal. This was all a lie that they said in court in order to commit fraud behind my back because they utilized my identity in court with a lawyer who misrepresented me with illegal court proceedings that I was not even there so that they could steal an inheritance. They all lied and said that I was suicidal. So now the feds found out that they did it through altering text messages to prove that I was talking, texting somebody that I was suicidal. This is all a lie. All of it is a lie. This is a scheme. This is a scheme that they all created together to steal together. And this is why this whole entire group are going to do time with the feds. Big time. You are not getting away with what you did because the feds, the DEA, everybody is watching your criminal organization and how you've been pulling off this fraud in court with corrupt judges, lawyers, district attorneys, and corrupt cops. And y'all alter documents, text messages, and y'all all lie together. Y'all lie together to steal money together. This is how you have been generating your blood money because the feds know that this woman cannot even prove where the money is going because they all been lying. See, this woman has been stealing money from her clients and also government funds. So, see, when she started this business was created to steal from the clients that she was with the group of women who are all ex felons as well, because the feds know about that, who are caregivers who are working in homes that have fixed surveillance, fixed audio that is hidden, that they're illegally recording people. So you see how they do it? They put the people in the houses with the hidden surveillance. They work with lawyers who whip up these contracts that invade your privacy. They lie and work with other individuals that are close to you, your loved ones, who put them all down with this scam, working together with a child trafficker. See, this is why they do this. The child trafficker, which is the older man who has invested in real estate property with all of the hidden surveillance, hidden audio, working together with the home health aid business. So they get the clients to go into these homes with the fixed surveillance cameras that are there to exploit the American people, because they've done this to millions of people in the United States. They record you, they sex traffic you, then they lie about your mental health status, because that's what the feds found out what this group had did to me. They lied and said that I was in a state of depression. I'm not in no state of depression. I've never been suicidal or in a state of depression. I've always been a very strong woman who have been able to take care of myself and my children and my entire family on my own. But they lied and said that I was depressed. I've never been depressed. I've never been suicidal. I would never do such a thing. I love my life. I love life and living and working. You lied. You all lied about my mental health with the alteration of documents so that you could steal an inheritance. And this group lied. They don't even have proof to show that they were giving me money in any kind of way, because the feds know that this woman goes to court and lies in front of a corrupt judge, shows uh, information about a food bank and Goodwill, clothes coming from Goodwill, in order to prove that she's been helping the person who she and all of them have exploited, which is me and my family. So she goes to court and lies where she has been giving the funds to the people who she exploited, to prove that she has been caring for the individuals. Nobody has been caring for me. I have been taking care of myself because I'm self-employed, and I report crime to law enforcement and the FBI, CIA, DEA, so that they could catch the criminals that think that they're above the law and think that they can get away with crime, with fraud, corruption. This is my job that I love to do with a passion, is to catch the criminals behind the bench working with corrupt cops, lawyers, district attorneys, agencies like this home health aid that has been exploiting people with caretakers who all have felonies, have been to prison and jail, working with a child trafficker who is exploiting people through his real estate property, with his homes and houses that have been fixed with surveillance cameras, audio to record and sex traffic the American people. See, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. And this is what I do every day. And this is exactly why all of y'all are going to be doing federal time in a prison, because you have exploited the American people. So they believe that they're above the law. Think again, because you're not above the law, because you've been working with lawyers who misrepresent people in court with fraudulent contracts, that all of y'all work together, organized crime, to sign documents with people who you utilize, all hands on deck, to exploit American people, to exploit me and my children. This is what this criminal organization has done to me. They exploited me, and behind my back, they worked with a corrupt lawyer who misrepresented me in court behind my back and wrote a fraudulent contract to exploit me because he exploited me as well, working with this criminal group, and had me and my family under surveillance in my home. I never waived my right. I don't know anything about this contract that y'all all whipped up together and lied together and said that I was depressed and suicidal. Y'all all lied. But see, I have so much passion for what I do that passion is so strong that I'm going to make sure to it. And all of the upright officials that were all riding together to bring this criminal organization down to its knees, because you will never do this ever again to another American person in this country. You will not exploit people with fraudulent contracts, working with a corrupt justice system, judges, district attorneys, corrupt cops who they know that people have cameras all surrounding all of them to exploit, to record, to sex traffic people, and then later to be utilized in court for fraud. Because, see, all of these people don't have an explanation as to why I never received that inheritance, why I'm in good health, and they said that I had AIDS. Why did they lie and say that I was depressed, suicidal, with fraudulent text messages that they all staged and did together? And this fat woman is going to do heavy time in prison. Yes, because the feds know that you lied, you fat bitch. I got to call it like the way it is, because whenever somebody, a group of people lie against you in court behind your back on an illegal court proceeding, oh, yeah, I got every right to call you every name in the book because you deserve it. Because no human being should ever be taken advantage in this kind of way so that you can profit illegal money by targeting innocent families so that you can make money. Get but but y'all going down. Y'all gonna do time with the feds. Believe that, because the feds is getting all of the evidence and the proof to prove all of the corruption with all of the corrupt government officials, authority figures, law enforcement, lawyers, judges, district attorney, and everybody who has filled their hands with this garbage, because this is what it is. This is pure garbage. This is trash. This is the lowest of the low. Okay. These are people with PhDs, but they are the criminals. They are the murderers. They are the ones that are responsible for the people that they target and take out so that they could enrich their lives with life insurance policies, inheritance, trust funds, and wills, because they do it together in a very sophisticated way. They alter evidence, they alter documents, they work with home health care agencies that are all on board with this, with their caregivers that work from home with hidden surveillance, hidden audio. They illegally record people and then they write up these contracts, and they know that what they're doing is illegal, but they don't care. They do it because this is the way they make their fraud money, by exploiting the American people. So they get these contracts, they get this home health care agency, this business, these people who are all criminals working together in partnership with other people who have real estate properties, who have all of their properties fixed with hidden surveillance, with audio and everything, so that they could exploit you. But see, their game is over. everything is being discovered, exactly everything, how they put it together, how they do it, and how they make illegal money by taking people out, targeting families to exploit the children. So they're not getting away with nothing. They know that. They know that for a fact. They know how they work together in a controlled environment. They know they work with Sheriff Boss, who is under a federal investigation. All of them, how they work with other individuals to target the person who they want to take out so that they can make a fraudulent claim look real in court to the ones that they had created together. I have more information to give. So they know that this woman who is a part of this healthcare fraud with this business, they know that she had received the money, the funds to open up her healthcare business. And it was through an inheritance. Of course, they all work together. So when she got that inheritance, she opened up her business because they had did this before. Because see, since the feds is now watching all of them, they now know how they create their business, and it was through committing fraud in court in other cases where they had received money. So this woman took the money from an inheritance from another case that she had inherited through this fraud in court. So you see how these criminals make their money? They take their money, they invest their money into opening up businesses that will help them to keep creating this fraud money by the targeted individuals, which is their clients. But I was never nobody's client, okay? Because I have always been a woman who took good care of myself and my family on my own. But these people did all of this behind my back. They lied. They lied about my health. They lied about my mental health status. They lied about everything because everything is created through alterations of documents. So this is the way this woman has been targeting all of the people who she utilizes in court to commit fraud. So she thought she had her all of her dots dotted, all of her T's crossed, thinking that she had the backup of the justice system. She thought that she was invincible, including the judge, the lawyers. They all thought that they were invincible, all of them, misrepresenting people in court behind their back. They thought they had everything in the bag. They thought that nobody, higher intelligence, wasn't watching the corruption and the fraud that they were all committing together in court. So this woman took her money, invested it in a healthcare scam, and she initiated other people on board to work with her to continue with this scam, which is illegally surveillancing people, working with lawyers with contracts to invade their privacy, to illegally record them through fraudulent contracts, all of it done behind the people's back, thinking that she would be always able to get away with this crime, including the judge, the lawyer, the district attorney, and the corrupt cops, because the feds know that government officials, authority figures have been co-signing documents that were utilized in court to commit fraud. So you see how they all work together, the justice system, law enforcement, the home health aid business, and the real estate partnership, the person who owns the real estate properties with all of the fixed surveillance. So now you have the courts, you have law enforcement, you have the home health aid business, and you have the partner who has all of the real estate property. So all of these individuals working together is how they exploit the American people through hidden surveillance. The lawyers with the contracts, the partner with the real estate property with all of the fixed surveillance cameras, law enforcement to write up fraudulent police reports, the home health aid to lie with the caregivers against the people who they target, which is the individuals that they care for. In my case, nobody was taking care of me because I'm very much self sufficient to care for myself because I've always worked and provided for myself. But these individuals, they really let their power go over their head, because what they did was that they snatched my identity and felt that they were so confident to pull this fraud off behind my back. They felt so confident that they were going to get away with it. Law enforcement, justice system, the home health care business, and the property owners with the fixed cameras and the surveillance. So see how everybody let their power go to their head, thinking that they would never be caught, that nobody was going to figure out their scam, how they were trafficking children, sex trafficking people, utilizing the same people who they target in court, in the homes, for fraud, because the feds know for a fact that this fraudulent power of attorney was taken on me behind my back while I was working as a direct care worker in my home, caring for my family because they were my participants in my home. And they illegally did this behind my back with the justice system, with a corrupt lawyer, with a corrupt home health aid agency, with corrupt cops, and a real estate owner who I moved into my home that had hidden surveillance. See, they all target the individual who is living in the house. And behind your back, they exploit you. They exploit you. They steal your identity. They put you in a marriage with other people who are you're not married to, but they work with fraudulent marriage certificates. So that business to what they do, all of them together with the fraudulent marriage certificates, they have also been busted with that, because the feds know that I am not married. I am a divorced woman. I am single and I am celibate. So these individuals took my identity, put another person to play the role as if he was my husband and who had a power of attorney over me to make decisions for me at the time when I was living in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, working two jobs as a direct care worker, working from my home, working and paying my bills, feeding my children and my family, and living a day-to-day normal life as a law-abiding citizen that I am. So these people did all of this behind my back. They took my identity and they utilized it along with the person who lied and said that they were my husband with a fraudulent power of attorney, this corrupt lawyer who did this all together, working with organized crime to pull off the inheritance theft that they all are connected to with my identity to an account that they were all linked to, because this is the way they do it, to steal. These people who they recruit into this criminal organization, they all ended their struggles, their financial struggles, through theft, by targeting individuals that are living inside these properties, into these homes with the fixed surveillance, and corrupt lawyers who write up fraudulent contracts to be used in court to exploit the American people. See, all of it is coming out. If you all of y'all are busted, y'all are exposed. Because see, among the midst of all of y'all, there is a confidential informant. Yes, a government spy who is collecting evidence, proof of everything illegal that all of y'all have been doing against the American people. So, yes, you are busted. You are busted. Big time. And that's why all of y'all are going to do Fed time. So, I got more information to give. So they know that this woman doesn't have proof to show where the funds had gone to. See, she's been stealing from her clients, from her business, collecting government funds that they have been caring for people and receiving checks from people who they claim that they're physically taken care of, but they're not taking care of anybody, because they steal identities, they write up fraudulent, altered documents that they use in court to make the person seem as if they're crazy, delusional, that they're depressed, suicidal. They lie and make up and fabricate all kind of things against the person who they target. They know how to do it. This is fraud. This is an organized crime. So all of them, they lie about your mental health, about your health, your physical health. They lie and they stage all of the evidence that they need to use and utilize in court with the corrupt judge, because the judge is all in it. He's in it together. He knows that he's just going along with everything that is being presented in front of him, because the person who they're utilizing in court, illegal court proceedings with the person not being there, which is me. They know that my identity is being utilized so that they can commit fraud. So they stage all of this fraudulent evidence in court through text messages, because that's exactly what this agency did. They staged the text messages with each other to prove that I was stating to them that I was suicidal. Get the hell out of here. This is what I give you. Never would I ever do such a thing so crazy like that, to red run myself. Fuck you. You are going to go crazy and depressed and suicidal when you're behind bars doing time with the feds. Not me, because I am a person that I never give up. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how I fight for justice for myself and for all of the innocent families that you had taken advantage of. You think that you're going to get away with what you did? Think again. Because one thing about me is that I have a fighting spirit that I never give up. Never. Because I am a very just person, and I fight for myself and for the rights of all the American people that you have exploited through hidden cameras. So let me go ahead and give you the rest of the information. So all of these people went to court, they gave their initials, they lied under oath. They lied under oath and they committed perjury. So that definitely they're going down for all of their crimes. So, see, this is why this child trafficker had invested in the scheme with the home health aid business, because if the agency can pull the people in, the caregivers and the clients who they care for, they target the individuals through hidden surveillance. So the lawyer is on board with the fraudulent contract, and then they have all of these footages that they illegally record you, and then they traffic you online to the dark web to make more money there, to make money off of you, that they have exploited you. So now they make money with that. They then whip up all of these documents, all of them together, to put you as if you're depressed, suicidal, you have AIDS, you're in poor health, you're delusional. All of these uh all of these psychological conditions that they need to justify the power of attorney, because the corrupt lawyer who misrepresents you in court is down with the theft, puts all of the power of attorney, fraudulent conservatorship against you with the people who are all tied to this crime. So now they got the documents, all the altered documents, fraudulent documents that they use in court. Then they put the power of attorney over you so that the people who got the power of attorney over you can steal an inheritance, a trust fund, a will, a life insurance policy. See, this is why these corrupt lawyers, they all need to be behind bars, because they know that they are misrepresenting you with fraudulent contracts. They know that you have been exploited, you and your children. They know that they're working with corrupt judges and district attorneys. They know that they're working with corrupt law enforcement, but they do it because they think that they're going to get away, that they're never going to get caught. Ha, ha. Think again. Think again, big boy. You going down, and your face is going to be plastered all over the media so that the world can see that you have been working with a child trafficking ring, a child exploitation ring, a sex trafficking ring. You're going to be remembered for the rest of your lives, including this home health aide, this judge, this district attorney, corrupt law enforcement, all of these caretakers, all of these people who have exploited the American people. That's exactly what all of y'all are going to be remembered for being a part of aiding and supporting a child trafficker, because the one who sets up all the cameras and the hidden audio in the real estate property, there is the predator right there. And the judge and the law enforcement and the agency all backing it up, because there are the predators there as well, working as a team, thinking that they will always be able to get away with their crimes. But like I said, tick tock, tick tock, your time is up. See, all of the little birdies are watching all of y'all now. See the same little birds? Yes, they're watching you because the little birds are now confidential informants who is gathering all of the evidence against all of y'all. See, you always thought that y'all were going to have your little rubber duckies all lined up and that nobody could see what you're doing. Think again. Okay, so I'm going to end my video and um, this is a video to educate people to what was illegally done against you with lawyers who write up fraudulent contracts to exploit people. Because, see, this group had lied and said so many things about me. They said I was a sex worker, that I was a thief, I had AIDS, I had a psychological mental problem. See, they all lie. And the feds also know that this home health aid agency, this business, has been utilizing my videos in court because she wants to prove that I'm delusional. Because, see, right now she's squirming. She's squirming in her chair because she knows that she has been caught out there. She knows that she's guilty of fraud. She's guilty of theft from government funds, from her clients that she has been stealing from. She's guilty of altering documents, painting a false narrative of the people who she had targeted and utilized in court for fraud to steal inheritance. So, see, she knows that she's guilty. So she is taking my videos to to present in court that I'm delusional. No, honey, you are delusional. You're delusional for committing crimes like this against the American people. You're delusional. You're crazy. You're the one with the psychological problems because you've been working with organized crime to exploit people. You've been working in partnership with a man who owns real estate properties and has fixed surveillance, hidden audios in people's homes so that you and him can work as team tag partners targeting the individuals so that you can enrich your filthy, dirty, nasty hands with fraud money, working together with a corrupt judge, a lawyer, district attorney, and corrupt cops, which all of y'all are all under federal investigation, and you will be doing time with the feds. And since you want to get out from all of the criminal things that you have done, you want to present me as if I am delusional. But no, honey, you can't, because you know that you fabricated everything with everybody and all of the caregivers and all of the corrupt criminal women that you work with and initiate into this fraud scheme, because this is a Ponzi scheme. This is corruption. This is theft. This is fraud with corrupt lawyers who have who have filled their hands with nothing but fraud money. You know that all of y'all are in trouble, and now you're trying to squirm your way out of the mess that you created together, because you now know that you're in hot water and it's all over for your entire empire, your criminal empire. So, see, now you want to present me like as if I'm delusional, but you know those that can't stick because you can't prove and back up what you did, because you know there is IP addresses, digital footprint, residue to all the evidence that all of y'all had committed together behind my back, and you don't have proof to prove that I was there in court because it was done and staged behind my back. Illegal court proceedings, violating my rights, violating everything, my constitutional rights. Everything was broken from this corruption that has been taking place with organized crime, thinking that they're above the law. But now higher intelligence has stepped in, and now all of you are going to prison. Oh, you're going to feel it big time when you get to the big house. You know, the four stone walls. Oh boy. Whew, especially if you got to do a double digit 25 to life. Oh my God, because there's so many charges. This is RICO charges. This is racketeering. This is embezzlement. This is child trafficking. This is, oh my God, this is fraud. This is, these are, these are not small charges. This is really going to hit all of y'all like a ton of bricks. Boy, what's waiting for y'all? Y'all have no idea. See, you thought that you were going to take control of people's destinies, isolating them, entrapping them, and then taking them out like what y'all did to me, because y'all thought that y'all were slick and were going to be able to get away with the crimes that y'all were all in it together. Well, think again, because higher intelligence is all among all of y'all. And oh, I really want to speak more and say what I know, but I gotta keep my mouth shut. I really gotta keep my mouth shut because the joke is really on y'all. I gotta really tell y'all. The joke is really on y'all because what I know, ha, and what evidence has been collected, boy, y'all got another thing coming. But I'm going to end it right now. And I'm going to say bye bye to all of y'all. So I'm going to pray. And I want to thank all the people who jumped ship. Thank you so much for all of your information and everything that you had given to us for the investigation, because really, there's so many of us that are working together in silence. Of course, we got to move in silence. We have to move in silence so we know. Okay, so I want to thank everybody. I want to give thanks to the upright FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, government spies, double agents, community members that have jumped ship. Thank you very much for your bravery, your strength, your courage, and all of your hard work. I truly appreciate everything that you do for humanity, because really, we're all working together for humanity to make this planet better, to make our beautiful country, the United States, better, because we love our country. And the ones who love their country protect their country, because that's exactly what an upright, law abiding citizen should do. Always protect their country, their fellow brothers and sisters from organized crime. And this is organized crime that has targeted the American population, and we will bring, demolish, dismantle, which we have already, because I gotta say it, we some bad investigators that are really doing our thing. And we really are getting down to business. 100%. So, thank you, everybody. So, I'm going to say a little prayer. Blessed Heavenly Father, Aravat, the great I am, Jeshua, Mother Mary, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Commander Valiant Thor, thank you very much for all that you do, for watching over us, protecting us, and for all of us working together as a team to dismantle organized crime. Thank you for all of those who have jumped ship and who is working with all of us to build this beautiful country for the safety of our children and our families, and for protecting us. Thank you. So be it, and so it is. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless your children, your families, your homes. God bless our beautiful country, and God bless our president, Mr. Trump, and his beautiful family. Take care.